search warrant, officers were able to fully clear the house and confirm there were no other human victims inside. However, while clearing the house, police noticed that the entire house was essentially a makeshift confinement area. There was a significant amount of work that was done to the entire house, including barricaded doors that were screwed in, boarded up and bolted windows, and a front door that used a double-cylinder deadbolt, meaning it required a key from both sides, and it was later confirmed that Moises had the one and only key. The chain used on the victim was also attached to the floor with heavy-duty hardware, rather than just wrapped around something. These details suggest that there was some planning involved to the incident, which is important in determining premeditation. After his arrest, Moises told police that the victim, Jonah, actually chained herself up because she couldn't stop cheating on him. Jonah told police that Moises threatened to kill her if she left him or went to police, and that he continuously threatened and assaulted her to keep control over her. An interview right after Jonah was rescued shows her immediate response to the situation.
He made me strip naked, and he put a chain around my neck, and then he called his friend and said, I gotta go take this equipment back to the house. When I come back, I'm gonna kill you. They pardoned me. They didn't know somebody you know. I just wanted to see him get in jail. I want justice. I want my daughter to be okay.
Moises was initially charged with felony kidnapping, felony intimidating a participant in the legal process, felony first-degree wanton endangerment, assault, terroristic threatening, and harassment with physical contact. He would later have extremely serious charges added, however, as Jonah went on to tell investigators that Moises forced and coerced her to engage in commercial sex acts with other men. She said he arranged 5 of these encounters in exchange for money. This new information, combined with the high likelihood of premeditation due to the house being rigged up as a makeshift confinement area, led to prosecutors additionally charging Moises with 5 counts of felony human trafficking. This case eventually went to a jury trial in Jefferson County, Kentucky, which prosecutors said was the county's first ever human trafficking case to go to a jury trial. Theoretically, the maximum sentence Moises could be given based on all of his charges is 75 years in prison. However, after deliberation, the jury found Moises guilty on all charges and recommended the judge sentence him to 35 years in prison for his actions. The judge later sentenced Moises to 30 years in prison with the eligibility for parole after serving 20% of his sentence, which is 6 years. In past years, Kentucky law used to require a person convicted of a Class B felony to serve at least 85% of their imposed sentence before being eligible for parole, meaning Moises' kidnapping charge, which is a Class B felony, would normally enact this 85% rule. However, this statute was recently revised in 2024. Now, a Class B felony must involve the death or serious physical injury to the victim. Because Jonah was found alive with no serious physical injury, it allowed Moises to be eligible for parole after serving just 20% of his imposed sentence. Moises will be 44 years old when he is eligible for parole in 2031.